Joining us via Skype is Father Kirby, who's been such a good friend to Catholic TV. Father, thanks so much for being with us. How are you today?
Good, Kevin. Thank you.
Hey, it's been a while since we've connected. Tell us about your new project, the Queen of Heaven series.
Yes, we're very excited. So the Queen of Heaven, it's an 8-part series that really describes the whole role of Mary in terms of salvation history, our Christian discipleship. So oftentimes people can just see Mary at, Christmas time or maybe in the Rosary, but to really go from the beginning of time into the mind of God and say, this was the plan all along. And from the beginning of the Garden of Eden, God had in his mind the role of Mary of Nazareth that she would play and the role that she's played throughout salvation history. And then, of course, into the history of the church. So in terms of, the apparitions of Guadalupe or Fatima or Lourdes, that Mary's still fulfilling that vocation. So the course really explores all that and how that can help us to be better Christians.
Hey, Father. Now, is this a series that somebody could just pick up as an individual, or is it better suited for a parish setting, for parish groups?
That's a great question, Jay. We really hope that people do it as groups, the idea of getting believers together. So it could be, prayer groups or study groups or a whole parish. But it is an option to do it at home. So if someone has work or their parish isn't doing it or for whatever reason, they can do it by themselves at home. But we really hope that, groups of people do this together.
Sure.
And you have some things coming up. You also have the USCCB and what's going on over there. Tell us about some of the things you have coming up, Father.
Goodness, we're really excited. Of course, that's this Friday, heading to Orlando, and that's the Convocation of Catholic Leaders. So it's really an unprecedented kind of gathering of leadership in order to discuss evangelization, that how as a church in the United States we can apply what Pope Francis is asking us to do, especially in his exhortation of the joy of the gospel, that how to share the truths of faith, how to evangelize better in American society. So I'll be in my bishop's delegation heading down to Orlando and really excited about that. And then, of course, in August, we have here in South Carolina the Journey to Hope Conference, which is for Catholics who have suffered through a divorce, and it's an opportunity for them to come together and just have different pastoral avenues and encouragement together and so on. So a lot of great things happening.
And in terms of the series itself, getting back to that for a moment, Father, if you could talk about the filming of that. I understand it was filmed at different locations as well.
It was. In fact, we're really happy. So Leonardo Di Filippis, who's a Catholic actor, he basically gave the narration. It was in the National Shrine in Washington, D.C. It was in the Bethlehem depiction, also in D.C. Various other holy places. There's about 14 different scholars, and I get to be in that group that talk about different parts of Mary. So it's very diverse. I think people will be impressed with the beauty of the program. The videography is stunning. And then, of course, different voices. So we have a narrator, but also just different voices from different perspectives in the church.
Why do you think, Father, it's so important that we do a series like this?
I think it's a great question. I think for two reasons. First, the 100th anniversary of Fatima. So we know it's 100 years ago that Our Lady appeared to Fatima and called us to greater conversion. Mm-hmm. I also think that, the Lord Jesus gave us his mother as a help in our own discipleship. And it's important for us to understand her role, that, she's not simply pops in at Christmas or periodically with the Rosary, but has a real part to play in terms of how we know the Lord Jesus, how we seek to serve him and allow ourselves to be loved by him and then to love in his name. So I think Mary of Nazareth is not only his mother, but first disciple, and she can teach us many lessons on how to be better Christians.
Yeah, this is clear that this takes a lot of effort and a lot of work. Why do you do it?
Insomnia. No, I'm kidding. No. As a priest, anything I can do to help people get closer to Jesus Christ. I think that right now we're all kind of struggling with either secularism on one side or indifference on the other. People are wondering, how to make their lives better, how to be happy, what role the gospel, the church can play. And so any program that can help people to better understand and better live the Christian way of life, I'm on board, with whatever time or energy I have. And this is one that I definitely wanted to be a part of. I'm very fortunate to have a close relationship with my parents, with my mom. So I know in my own life the role she has played in helping to make me a better person. And I know Mary plays that same part spiritually in terms of our discipleship. So I want other people to benefit from Our Lady in order to be better Christians.
You know, Mary was such a powerful figure, too, in such a very quiet way. Why do you think people are so attached and love her so much?
I just think it's the maternal endearment. You know, that we know in terms of salvation history that, you know, the King of Israel always had a queen mother. I think for many reasons, we see it in the Lord Jesus that, you know, he brought his mother. She was the last gift he gave to us, literally as he was dying on the cross. Behold your mother. And I just think that there's that maternal endearment, the affection, the warmth that is very human and resonates with the human heart that helps us to draw closer to the Lord Jesus.
Well, where can people learn more and obtain a copy of Queen of Heaven, Mary's Battle for You?
Yes, so they can visit my website, frkirby.com, or tambooks.com. So the publisher, either of those will have information.
Always a pleasure. Have a great day.
You too, Kevin. Thank you.
Bye-bye.